It must be a TV stunt you keep cutting on. I was just sitting here thinking. I'm talking to the Astro. They were talking about get rid of real illusions. And they were talking about they were talking about I don't know what they're talking about. I'll tell you what, we need to make a Dark Night of the Soul movie. This is about an illusion though. I keep hearing auction so much. They need to make it like them. They need to make it like somebody been unalive. This movie need to be about somebody sold their soul. Like it need to be a horror movie. Well, not a horror movie, but like a thriller type movie. It got a good ending though. Even if the original ending that I know of is bad, we need to probably use that Mr. Ballin in it if we can. With that woman who had that incarnation in it. But anyway, it's about somebody who sold their soul to have a better life. They had a good life, but they wanted an even better life. They wanted their cake and eat it too. They wanted, you can start it out like that. They wanted their cake and eat it too. They wanted everything. Like this person wanted everything. Like they wanted to be married. They wanted to have 4 or 5 lovers. They wanted to have all this stuff. And over time, they show a little beginning part where they was a child and growing up, the parent trying to teach them, you ain't gonna get to have all that, but they always want everything. They always want it. And they get a cake for Christmas. They want the whole cake. You don't want to share nothing. They don't wind up fat or nothing though, but later they do. They can eat everything. They had a perfect body. And then all of a sudden, they start, getting big after they finally get older and get married. Because they start getting into dark magic, real bad dark magic. And so the person finally realized they can't have everything, but they still want it. So somebody tell them, I know a way you can get it. And then they told her how to sell her soul. And she sell her soul. And that's when it started getting scary, but for her really. And she sacrificed her lover. And after she sacrificed her lovers, they don't even realize that they sold their soul in some way. They don't realize, but it's 3 of them. There's 3 girls involved. But the ex-wife, somebody in that group did know they sold their soul. But other people in the group didn't know they went that far. But it cost them all their soul. And it cost them all their soul. And so the energy warp and all this, you make it dark, you make it evil, you make it like spirits and stuff. But anyway, they sacrifice a good person. And this person winds up in this time loop and purgatory and don't know how they got there. And all of a sudden they start losing body parts, like their body parts start fading away. Their hands start fading away. And God trying to talk to him, but he can't hear God, and God somehow can't hear him that good. And God know what's going on though. And God go off. And God in even God in the movie. God go off. And he try to find out what happened to such and such. It's about like David, but but it's a whole different story. Why is such and such in purgatory? And everybody like, what in purgatory? I ain't in purgatory. And the girl, God already know. God already know, but God going around, have God in there like a agent. You know what I'm saying? He already knows everything. He just going around. So his child disappearing that he built was something else, and people didn't know that he was a modern day prophecy child to help put things back. Like when you look at the story of Moses and Job and David, those stories were they were like reform stories. Like what happened in David's story? People was reformed. A great, almost like Genesis. People would read. A lot of people would reform. Every time those stories happen, a lot of people reformed in a good way, in the way they're supposed to be. So this is what that's supposed to be. But this girl didn't know that his ex-wife didn't know that she killed him. She said, I killed him because I needed my 5 lovers. I need money. I don't want everything. I was greedy. I got the greed demon in my pocket. She thought she had the greed demon in her pocket, but the greed demon had her in his pocket. And I was finna take them straight to hell, all 3 of them. They was in his back pocket, the 3 little women, like witching. And they was holding on his back pocket. They were witching. They just didn't know. And they were being fattened up. They started getting, all 3 of them started getting big. They were getting fattened up like calves. You know what I'm saying? Like cattle. They were being cattle. Rather they were fat. For real or not, they were being fattened up like they could have been just fattened up. With getting greedy, like wanting everything. Just knowledge or whatever. So it don't really look like fat on the outside. It looked like their attitude was swelling, just. And one of them probably got big on the outside, but one of them the head got big. Like they thought they could do anything and everything. They thought they were really super powerful because they done been sacrificing people so much. They done made a living off of it. And another one, she had Jerry curl. She looked like she had Jerry curl in her head. Everybody in this moment, Bushy Brow G. Yes, everybody. Alright, everybody in this moment. But it look like a cartoon though. Not a cartoon, but in my mind right now, dude. But we're gonna make it a scary movie though. And it's gonna be like some supernatural type stuff. So anyway. Somebody got a bushy brow and a Jerry curl in their head. Oh my god. mm, mm, mm. I had to quit laughing for boy, if y'all can see in his mind. But anyway. So anyway. So anyway, this person is dying. And somehow he get caught up in all this stuff. Somehow he get caught up in all this stuff. He don't know how he getting caught up in it, but he know he dying though. He losing his toes, he can still. It's like it's going away real slow. So it's like he's just fading away. And he meet two other females in the same thing, but they nowhere near him. And one female told him, "You in purgatory." And then after a while, he started wondering, was she dead? Already dead. And then another female, you used that Mr. Ballin female. You utilize what happened to her. And just say that it happened to her, but we don't know what happened to her. And another female was, I really can't say this part yet because I don't know what's going on yet. I really have to see this unless y'all know what's going on. But it's like they're trying to keep his energy registered. At least that's what they say. He thinks it's a lie, an illusion, and think it's of the devil. But they're trying to keep him moving and stuff and let him see if he's still alive. But it's like these people are voting on his parts that's still alive. And they auctioning off his parts as he be stuck in this time loop in purgatory. And he just fading away. He dying. And people at the table like, I want his extension. I want his heart. I want his voice. Yeah, and I want his skin. I want his jacket. And that's what got him in trouble. They started wanting the gift stuff. And when they wanted the jacket, guys see that jacket is not allowed to go to nobody. Who jacket are they talking about again? Guy leaned forward. Such and such jacket. They auctioned and the angel say, Sire, God, they auctioning off your son down there. God leaned forward. That jacket is not allowed to be on nobody else. I'm going to earth myself. God turned into this agent. God could have saved me right there and there, but God already knew my life was pretty much garbage out here. So he knew I didn't really have nothing to do. So God come and talk to me in the cell. He was like, you gonna be down here for a while. And cause I told God, I said, why am I in here, Father? My life was horrible over there. And God said, your life wasn't supposed to be horrible. And God touched me and found out, yeah, your life was horrible. Said somebody swapped destiny with you. Well, let's play a game, son. Since your life was horrible, let's play a game. Let's give them your power. And I'm gonna go and investigate. And you stay in here. It ain't like you got nothing else to do. Your life was horrible. That's that God talking to me, right? I said, yeah, let's do that. That's fine. So the story start. You know, we got part of the story start. And God turned into this regular old white agent, white agent with glasses on, like an old white dude. An agent with glasses, rich. I guess y'all saying, why can't he be black? Cause they'll beat him to death and he won't have a chance, rich or poor. This person got this person got to be able to get anything. So he looked like this very old, white, sophisticated, rich, wealthy person. You know what I'm saying? So he can go anywhere. It don't nobody know him. They know he sound very proper, and they let him anywhere he want to go. That's why. Because if he was a black man, what happened, bro? So, anyway, That's how this movie gonna be. This is a good movie, ain't it? I woke up thinking about this movie. And anyway, why he doing that? His son fading away, but it don't matter. God gonna bring him back even if he did that. Oh, and he talked to this girl. That's when the Mr. Baldwin part come in. And he realized that girl dead, but she ain't dead. And they be like, that's purgatory. They be like, that's purgatory. That's what purgatory is. That's how purgatory is. We don't know this now. We don't know that. You fade away in purgatory if you don't do certain things. And they probably was asking him to do something out of his nature, especially with him being the son of God. And he wasn't comfortable with doing it. He didn't know if he's supposed to do it or not. And he just started fading away. And that he called that girl as he was fading away. He got in touch with that girl that was on Mr. Baldwin. And she was talking to him on, and she was completely faded away. And he's like, "You a ghost?" And she said, "I'm not no ghost." They said, "I'm still alive. I get to go back. Such. I know I'm still alive." I said, "You are dead. you are a ghost. Can't nobody see you." And she said, "No, can't no. Yeah, they can't see me." She got a YouTube channel, and I called her. And we were supposed to do like a FaceTime on YouTube. And I told her, "You a ghost, you dead." Because things was moving around. And never, you could see her. And she said, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not dead. I get to go home." I just quit talking to her. Because I felt like she was dead. But later on, I found out she just lost all her parts because I started losing mine. You know? This shit crazy. That'd be a good ass movie if y'all put money into it and time into it. I guess you gotta go get my boy Christopher Reeve again. You a ghost. I ain't no ghost. You gotta get Supernatural now to go get the writer for Supernatural to look into it. That'll be scary though. And they show YouTube, this person on YouTube, everybody see this person, bro. But they don't see this person, they see him drink his water. They see his water cup. They see him smoke a cigarette. They don't see this person though, bro. And everybody like, good message though. Great message. Real good message. And then it showed like little external people like the bushy brow with the Jerry curl girl. She this is modern day, but some reason this girl, she beautiful, but she got bushy brow. That all fit on, but nobody could understand why she had Jerry curls in her head. In actuality though, she just got real dark pretty hair. But nobody can, in the movie she got a Jerry curl. Everybody, even her friend be like, "Honey, you got Jerry curl in your hair?" And they ride her around. She got this one friend with these purple lips. They sexy purple lips though. They pretty women, but they be joning on each other and shit. They going out stealing from these people. They know about these ghost-like people that's in purgatory. They know about purgatory. And this girl had a nice car. She let this bushy brow in. And she said, it's funny part. This movie is terribly scary now, but it's funny parts in the movie. And she got this white, light leather cream seat. And when this Jerry curl girl get out the seat, it looked like on Coming to America when they got out them chairs and they had them Jerry curls in the seat. So everybody in that movie, bro. They just robbed this kid. They take this kid for everything he got. And he didn't know what the hell was going on. But he went to hell because when they did it, he was still in the streets. He didn't even know who he was. Because somehow, come to find out, he was something special and he didn't even know who he was. He just thought he was a normal person. and he was always hurting. So he stayed in the street doing little crazy stuff. And he died. He accidentally died and went straight to hell. But what he didn't know is when he accidentally died, his ex wife sacrificed him. When he actually had a near death experience. And he didn't even know he had died. And that little moment was small. He didn't really care about it. It's like he'd been dying back in the way. Like, you know, had a lot of near death, at least 6 near death experiences in this movie, you know. At least 6 near death experiences, so he could kill that. So he just wondered why he ain't staying dead at this point. And then he go to purgatory, and he started fading away. And he can hear people in his third ear saying at auction table. He just hear bodies and stuff being locked in cells and body parts getting auctioned. And sometimes they put his body through the auction and he start losing stuff. He start losing his nose. He keep playing with his nose because his nose is disappearing and coming back. And then we might not put that part in there because it might throw the movie off. But it's just different things keep going crazy on his body. Keep going and reappearing, you know what I'm saying? We can get extreme, I don't know. Somebody else will have to put all them details in there. I couldn't do that part. I got the basic of it, the foundation of it. You should be able to make everything else. Because you can go any kind of way with that. You can go to the fact that he in purgatory, the family sacrificed him, but he's still walking around in the house, cooking and everything. Nobody know what's going on. They don't care though, because that family, they just, somebody just wants some money or something, they don't give a damn. Or you can just go in any kind of way. That'd be too, you don't want to get too funny. You know, you want to keep it serious. That's what's gonna make it different. Like, you want to keep it real serious and try to make it as scary as possible, but maybe not scary. And then have little funny parts in it. And then like the girl that got the grease on that girl, she start cussing that. She start going in. She start look at my seat. Why you got a Jerry curl in your head? It's 2026. And she keep telling everybody she ain't got no Jerry curl in her head. Look at my seats. You know what I'm saying? Got these women and then have a woman in the back. All of them fine now. Look like models. And start joking. They start laughing at her and stuff, picking on that stuff. Just that one part, right? Anyway, let me get back to it.